Hello, welcome to the channel. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so, much appreciated. What I'm going to be doing today is basically combining some of the ingredients that I've already made in previous videos. In here I'm going to be using sauteed mushroom with some peppers. I got some frozen green beans. I'm going to add a little bit of sesame seed oil in the pan just to give it a different flavor. Normally I use a lot of coconut oil, olive oil, but sesame seed is nice every now and then. As soon as I get this, ooh, thing is stuck. Oh, there we go. Problem opening the lid. So just a little bit, because sesame seed is a very strong oil. So you just want a little bit of flavoring. Okay. I'm also going to be making just a simple tomato and pepper salad. My go-to salads are usually a tomato pepper. So what I'm doing is actually I took this straight from the freezer. As you can see, it's just a block in the container. Just gonna let the oil warm up a little bit. Just slicing some tomatoes. I like to start with making the salad first, because sometimes you think you got enough time and you realize that you're so hungry, then you start snacking on stuff that's not appropriate. That's if you're trying to keep your calories down or your carbohydrate macros down. So this is a low carb salad. So if I start munching on this, which I'm not going to do on this video, but if I started munching on this, that's okay. It's November here, so peppers and tomatoes were at their peak a few months ago. So I bought quite a few, and I like to eat them raw, but also because I over purchase and then I just cut them up and put them in the freezer, then I could always use it in soups and stews and stir fries too. Personally, I follow intermittent fasting or time eating, and using my hands. Okay. So you see, this is absolutely frozen. I'm just coating it up. And because this is frozen and the green beans are frozen, I'm just sort of putting them all together. I'm not gonna need any fluid in this, because once they start to defrost, you'll get more than enough fluid. So meal prep is so important if you are trying to lose weight because it allows you to quickly pull together meals that won't derail your lifestyle or eating pattern. I don't want to use diet because I don't personally, I don't believe people should be on diets. They should just be watching what they eat. The moment you tell yourself that you're on a diet, your brain sort of goes wonky. And then you start craving stuff that you haven't eaten in years just because you're telling yourself that, oh, it's a diet, I'm doing a diet, I'm doing a diet. So maybe I should hurry up and eat this because I might not be able to eat it later on. I have 2 tomatoes in here and 1 pepper. You're gonna see this all the time. This is basically ginger garlic scallion oil mixture. It was full up to here. It's almost done because I just put this thing everywhere. So I'm just gonna use a little bit as my dressing. I'm trying to get some of the ginger out of there. Just gonna mix this. Another seasoning that I like to use is the Keg's Montreal steak seasoning. They're not sponsoring me, but as you can see, I love this stuff. I put this everywhere. So I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit on the salad for some flavoring. I'm also gonna sprinkle a little bit on this mixture here. There's salt in here in the seasoning, so be careful on how much you use because you could easily ruin whatever you're doing. Okay, I'm just gonna give this a quick taste. Oh, yum. This is so good. This is so frozen. So basically, that's all there is to this. Look how fast that was. So it's frozen vegetables with frozen mushroom and pepper that was already cooked from a few weeks back. You could put this in the microwave if you wanted and just defrost it like that. But I kind of wanted to add the sesame seed oil, and I just kind of like a little stir fry action so it feels like the meal is fresher and not just reheated. So that is that. So if you can, make a little bit more than you need, freeze it, and then when you're nice and hungry, you just defrost it in a pan. You could add a little bit of fresh herbs if you had. I don't. Um, or if you wanted, you could put tofu in this. You could put some chickpea in this, lentils, just to build it up. But that is so simple. That's the video. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Please subscribe.